Hi, I'm going to show you how to set up a really simple drop-down list on Excel. So here I've got an imaginary car hire company with some drivers' names and locations, and I'd like to add in a car preference and a car colour using a drop-down list. You might want to use a drop-down if you want other people to fill things in, not just yourself, so you give them a defined list rather than allowing them to enter in names themselves. So to do this, you go and click on your cell, you go to Data at the top, and you go to Data Validation. It gives you up a little box. If you click on the Allow box and allow it to be a list, you can then type in the source box here your cars that you might have. Click OK, and those will then appear in a drop-down list for you to select. You can do the same with colours. Go to Data Validation, allow it to be a list, and in the source box click OK, and those will then turn into a drop down that you can select. Now you may want to have the word select in there, and that would be because sometimes you might want to have something in the box initially rather than just a blank box to choose from, to show that there is a selection available. To do that, I normally type in the word select first and maybe put it in italics, and then do the same as you did before. In Data Validation, allow it to be a list, and then add in your cars or your selections, and then that will turn from select into what you want. The other thing you can do here is you can copy and paste into all of the other selections quite easily so that they look all the same, but you can then select them from your selection drop down menu. And the same for car colour. Now there is another way to do this. I'll just clear this down here. There is another way to do this if you have a long list, and this would be to store your data on a separate tab, which we've marked here Data. So here's all your car preferences and your car colours. Now you go back to your first sheet, you select using the same principle as before, Data Validation, allow it to be a list, but instead of writing in the source box here, you go to your Data tab, select all your cars, and click OK. And then that box turns into all of the selections that you have, which you can then choose from. You could do the same with car colour here. You could go to Data Validation, allow it to be a list, in the source, go to your car colours, and click OK. And again, all of your car colours will then appear. If you want to add a car to your list, if you forgot one or if you want to add another one on, go to your Data tab, add in your car, and then go back to your original tab, and where it says Data Validation, re-click on the source box and then drag down to include your new car. Click OK, and it will appear in your drop down. Thanks for watching this tutorial. See you on the next one. Bye for now.